Hey everyone. Hey everyone. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can someone confirm? I see Robin is already here. First tonight, Robin. Good job. Life Force is already here as well. If one of you could confirm that you can see me, you can hear me, that would be fantastic. Um, Everything looks good on my side, but if you can confirm, that would be great. Um, all right. Yeah. Okay. Sounds good. IP confirmed. Everything is working. Good evening, everyone. It's Friday night. First time we're doing a live stream on Friday evening here in the EU. All good, says Orange Goblin. That's fantastic. Oh yeah, Richard, first time here for the live stream. Thank you very much for tuning in. Where are you from? Very curious. Are you watching from the EU? Is it a Friday night here? Are you sacrificing some other plans, exciting plans for the live stream, or are you in the US? Is it still the afternoon, or maybe are you in Australia? Let us know, Richard. But thanks a lot for being here. Amata Jogger is here. Hello, I know you're watching from Germany, so it's Friday night for you as well. Oh, Ron Tommy is here from Florida, so I guess it's 3 p.m. in the afternoon, 3 or 4 p.m. Thank you very much for tuning in from Florida for the live stream. Rudy Slugger is here. What up? And Life Force mentioned that he hasn't received a t-shirt yet. Remember, during the last live stream, I gave away a t-shirt. And Life Force won it, answering the right answer to the quiz question, but the t-shirt hasn't arrived yet. I'm sorry for that, Life Force. Yeah, the Belgian postal services are not the fastest on earth, and on top of that, I imagine sending stuff from Belgium to the UK where you're based may take a bit longer right now. But I'm sure the t-shirt will make it. At least I hope so. Let me know. All right, so what do we have on the menu tonight? Many things. Hi, Schlossstadt Lauferin. Good evening. Thanks a lot for watching, I believe from Germany. Judson Cake woke up from his nap just in time. Thank you very much. I hope you didn't set an alarm just for that. But thanks a lot for waking up from the nap just for the live stream. That's really cool. So I was saying, what's on the menu for tonight? Quick update about the advent calendar going on the channel. As you may have noticed or not, I am publishing one video every day at the moment for the advent calendar. So it's a very nice experience, challenging but quite exciting at the same time. So this is quite cool, and I have some updates about that. So that's gonna be nice. We have some shoe unboxings, as you saw on the thumbnail. That wasn't clickbait at all. We actually have some shoe unboxings. Not exactly the number of shoes that I was expecting, but still, we have some shoe unboxings to do tonight all together. I also prepared some quiz type of stuff. So you will have an app to connect on the phone, a website, and a code, and then you will have access to some questions. I think that's cool as well. Not just listening to me, but also playing a bit, all together. That's also quite some fun. Who else is here? Roberto from Spain, Valladolid. Sorry, that's super cool. Carlos David Gomez from Santiago, Dominican Republic. That's fantastic. I mean, thanks a lot for watching all the way from Dominican Republic. That's really, really nice to hear. So yeah, I think that's pretty much the menu. Did I forget something? Yeah, taking your questions about where it is here, the Takumi Sen 8. Maybe you already saw the first impression review that published today on the channel. If not, I won't be spoiling much, just taking your questions, but you can still check the review if you haven't seen it yet. So yeah, I think that's quite a nice menu for tonight. And of course, whatever else you want to discuss about, I will be more than happy to discuss about more topics. So yeah, let's begin with the advent calendar and some updates about that. So It's not super important or relevant, but just so you know, basically on Monday and Tuesday next week, I was supposed to go to France for an event hosted by On Running, and that was supposed to be epic. In the French Alps. On Running, of course, the Swiss company that you certainly know about, and that was looking as great stuff. The hotel was looking super nice, and the topics actually that we were gonna discuss: new shoes for the upcoming seasons. Very very exciting stuff that they're working on. Some PBA foam, some new stuff really for On, and I believe I was gonna test some stuff there. So, and that was supposed to be 2 or 3 videos in the advent calendar from Monday to Wednesday, or maybe to Sunday, from Sunday to Tuesday, depending on when I would upload them. And I was quite happy about it. But unfortunately, what happened is I had to go not from Brussels, where I live, directly to the French Alps for the On Running event, but I was about to go first to Paris, where I grew up and where my parents live, and visit them. I had to do some stuff in Paris, and then go from Paris to the French Alps, and back from the French Alps to Brussels. You know the whole thing. But I was feeling a bit weird, and I was about to see my parents in Paris, and I decided that it would be better and safer to do a COVID test. It occurred that I got a positive result, so no Paris, no parents. That's for the good side of things. But of course, I'm a bit disappointed for the On Running event, not being able to report to all of you, not being able to do the planned advent calendar videos. That's it. That's life. I'm trying to see it from the bright side of things. Happy that I tested. Happy that I figured about the positive result. That I did not contaminate my parents. They're in good health. They're not too old and quite fit. So I guess it wouldn't have been too, and they're vaccinated. But still, I'm happy for that. A bit disappointed for the On Running event. I hope you didn't know about it. So now I'm a bit spoiling the upcoming videos that won't be coming, and I will certainly figure other ways to entertain you during the advent calendar for those days where I had the On Running event planned. So that's the little update about the advent calendar. Yeah, I mean, a bit disappointed, but I'm trying to figure a bit with On Running how maybe they can show me or send me the samples for the upcoming season. That would be fantastic. And yeah, that's the advent calendar, and that's the very good segue for you to tune in if you want on a little game that I planned. It's on an app called Slido, website called Slido. I'm gonna put it right here. There you go, slido.com. And then when you're there, you can enter the participant code, which is 334955. So you will see, basically, you will find there about I will put some quiz that will pop up, and then you can all enter your answers and we'll see the results. I give you a few minutes to do that. You can enter the site and enter the participant code, and then we will have some nice quizzes and nice games there. All right, in the meantime, when you are doing it, if you want, of course, no obligation, let's check your questions. I see many of them right now. Will there be a review of the Norda 001? I doubt so. At least it's not planned for the moment. I mentioned during the review, asks Typhoon Arlie, that Lightstrike Pro is stiff. It's not stiff. I have the shoe right here. You can really easily bend the shoe. What I was trying to say is that compared to other Adizero shoes with Lightstrike Pro, this one has the hardest or the highest geometry score. So theoretically, the hardest iteration of Lightstrike Pro. It's not firm. It's certainly not a firm ride. It's a soft ride. It's a Lightstrike Pro ride, quite unique, but it's not stiff. As you can see, you can really easily bend the shoe. You can twist it quite easily as well. and my fingers go in quite easily in the Takumi Sen 8. So it's not firm by any means. Life Force is saying that another YouTuber thought Sen 8 was closest to the New Balance RC Elite V1. I think I agree. I have very little experience with the RC Elite V1. It could be a great idea to compare them. I think it would make sense, and I can imagine them being very close. So I can imagine them being very close indeed. Is the Lightstrike Pro in the Sen 8 same geometry as Adios Pro 2? It feels firmer just squishing it with my fingers. It is firmer. In the Adios Pro 2, I think the score was 29, and here we have 32 on the Takumi Sen 8. So it's a bit firmer, indeed. I think that's also because the energy rods here are plastic instead of carbon infused like on the Adios Pro. So I believe they sort of counterbalance the softer, more flexible rods with a bit more with higher geometer score for the Lightstrike Pro compound. That's how I see it, but I agree with you, Robin, 100%. Judson Cake says he can't wait for the Supercomp Pacer. Neither can I. Looks like a fantastic shoe, and certainly one that will be interesting to compare against the Takumi Sen 8. All right. Are you in the Slido thing? Let me know in the comments. Did you find it? Are you in? So for those of you who just joined, welcome. Thanks for joining on a Friday night here in the EU or afternoon in the US. If you just joined, you can check the Slido. So go on slido.com. I put it here in the chat. There's the participant code 334955, and there you can. I will put some questions in a few minutes once everyone or those who want to participate will be in. Let's see. I will do that in a couple of minutes, just leaving more time for you to find it and connect. I cannot see the number of participants there, so maybe there's no one. Let's see. Andy, good evening, Andy, says, interesting trio of shoes, carbon-plated Supercomp Pacer, rods in the Adidas, and pure foam in the Strixfly will be fun to compare. 100%. That comparison is absolutely... I think, it's super, spot on, and maybe Metaspeed Edge, a bit stiffer, so very stiff Metaspeed Edge. And then I can imagine the Supercomp Pacer being somewhere in the middle. Then probably this one and the Strixfly pure ZoomX foam, I think would be the softest, bounciest out of these. Less aggressive, at least. That's how I imagine it. Life Force says he much prefers the Adidas Adizero Adios Pro 2 to its anorexic cousin, the Sen 8. It's not anorexic. I mean, I see what you mean, but it's not anorexic. I just think they really serve different purposes. And I'm not paid by Adidas to produce a marketing speech for them. But I really do believe they have a nice segmentation in their lineup with the Adios Pro 2, the Prime X. You may ask why the Boston 10, what it does there, or the Adios 6, depending on your preferences. One of them may be, too much in the lineup, but I think they serve different purposes. And I enjoyed my couple first run in this shoe, so I'm a bit biased, but that's it. All right, if you're slimmer, that's the word. If you're on the Slido, I'm gonna launch the first question. So here it is. I think you should be able to play, but I'm gonna try on the phone here myself. Okay. All right, if you're on the Slido, you can play there, and we'll see the answers. Take your time, no rush. We can definitely look at it a bit later. Go on the slido.com, enter the participant code, and you can play the different quizzes that I put together for you tonight. First one, I'm not gonna spoil it. Go there and check it if you want to. 23 millimeters Rody says, I got the Prime X with 35% discount. Took the plot. What is the plot? I don't know. And I think it's a better shoe than I thought. Camber or uneven path are not great, but you find flat surfaces and it works well. I like to call it, I am chatting with a friend, and I like to call it my canal shoe. So as you know, I'm running here where you see the drone shots, not too far from my house in Brussels, along the canal. So it's flat, no corners, no turnarounds, just one turnaround at the middle of the workout, and it's just flat. And you know, it's pure asphalt, so it's perfect. And that's the Prime X is my canal shoe. It works really well there. But that's pretty much it. I wouldn't race in it. I don't like to corner in it. I don't like to easy jog in it, of course. But for tempo workouts on the canal, it's really good. Okay, Schlossstadt Lauferin, you are pointing on something that hurts. I will explain why. I don't know if that's an expression in English, but we have something in French saying like, you know, turning the knife in the wound, meaning you are, it hurts even more because you're asking. I don't know if that's a thing in English. Maybe there's a dedicated expression for that. I would be happy to learn it. I will come back to your question, Schlossstadt Lauferin, very soon. All right. I think we can look. So thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for participating in the Slido. So the first question in the Slido, I cannot share the results here on the live stream on the screen. But the first question was, how would you rate the Advent calendar? And that was a very honest question for me. Trying to understand what were your expectations, how you rate the videos that were put online, that published. If you know, I'm very open to criticism and critics as long as they're constructive. And it looks like you're enjoying it. The average score is quite high, so thanks a lot for that. I will let a few more minutes the Slido open, and then I'm going to close that question and open another one later on. But if you're enjoying it, I'm super happy. I'm really, really happy to put one video together every day. It's challenging, and I have a ton of respect for YouTubers doing that on a daily basis for years now. Of course, I have in mind Seth. As you know, he's inspirational for me, and or at least, you know, I'm very impressed by the work he's producing for years now, and he's doing that every day. I did that now for 10 days, 11 days, and honestly, it's humbling that some people manage to do that. But again, I'm really enjoying it now for the Advent calendar, and we'll have to decide afterwards how we do things. So unboxing shoes. I was supposed to have 5 pairs of shoes to unbox with all of you. That's, you know, I waited a bit. I wanted to do the live stream on Wednesday. I wanted to do on Thursday, and then I decided, okay, Friday, because I'm sure that all the shoes will make it. They did not. There was a strike, union strike here in Belgium. I think it was on Wednesday. And so lots of, you know, packages were stuck in the warehouses. And so I have only 2 pairs of shoes to unbox, which is better than nothing. So we will start with one of them and then move to the other one. Not 5. So maybe next week you will have another live stream if you want for more unboxing, because I think the interesting shoes were in the other package. Coming from Top for Running. Here I have one which I think is interesting. I have no idea about the other one, but yeah, so that's it. And that's, you know, you have to play a bit with the different circumstances, and of course there is a strike. The packages were stuck. That's how it is. It happens even to running shoes. All right, I'm going to close the Slido for now. Thank you very much for answering the first question. And I'm seeing here lots of action in the chat. Wow. Andy is saying the Advent calendar is great. You've got lots of variety into. Really look forward to each day to see what it is. The interview with Nick Rocher was a real coup. That's cool. Thank you very much. I had so much fun interviewing Nick, and I have some cool videos coming up until Christmas, but this one was a bit special indeed. And just like a child, I published it very early in the calendar. But that's it. Threshold 21. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm pretty sure, I'm 100% sure it's the first time this happens. Yeah, thank you very much. Thanks for the great video, says Threshold 21. Thank you. Enjoying the daily videos. And of course, I'm super happy for this. Thank you, Threshold, but you don't have at all to do the same to get my attention in the chat. But thank you very much, Threshold. That's super cool. Enjoying the daily videos, says Life Force. That's super cool. Thank you, Life Force. Orange Goblin, I'm after my first chest heart rate monitor. Any recommendations? I do have a recommendation right here. I am using this, which is biceps arm monitor. This is the Polar Verity Sense. And I just prefer it so much compared to the chest straps that I had before. I still have some chest straps, and I use them when I forget to charge this, because this has 20 hours of battery life. So sometimes at the end of a training week I forget, and so I put on an old chest strap. But just the restriction in breathing. This is really good, and the accuracy for the Verity Sense is almost as good, like 99.5%. I'm not an expert in these things. I would like to do more tech videos on the channel, but I'm not an expert. But the accuracy is really good. You can check DC Rainmaker, for instance, on YouTube, or the websites. He has really good stuff there, and the comparisons are pretty much spot on every time. There's nothing wrong with wearing the chest strap. The accuracy will be always better with the chest strap, because it picks up the electromagnetical signal from the heart. So, but this is really cool. The optical sensor is much better than those on watches. Also because you're not wearing it on the wrist, but here on the biceps, and it picks up the heart rate really well, even on the indoor trainer here on the bike. When I'm doing intervals, it's really spot on, moving fairly quickly. So I have no issues with that, and I really do recommend the Polar Verity Sense. This one you can open like this, and you remove that little sensor here, which then you charge on a USB port, which I have there. I'm not gonna unplug it here, but I do recommend this. Judson Cake. Oh, first there is a question about my name. No, it's not Italian, Benny. I'm sorry if that disappoints you. So Filiti, very quickly, because the story is long. Filiti is a name that came from Greece, like 17th century, and my ancestors moved north because it was like wartime in Greece back then. They moved to the north to Romania, and that's where Filiti came from after that. So my dad came from Romania and my mom from another Eastern European country, and they met in France, and I'm French. And that's the story in 1 minute, less than 1 minute. Hey, sorry, I'm late, but I'm here. See Chad Run, Colorado runner and run tuber. Enjoyed the Adizira Takumi Sen 8 review. Thank you very much, See Chad Run. So if I understand well, you have RunTuber, it means you have a YouTube channel. So go check See Chad Run channel. I'm gonna check it myself tonight or tomorrow. I will remember for sure. Agus Cronquist asks, most successful running company in 5 years? That's a very good question. All right, what does successful mean, August? Is it most innovative, with the most, with the highest EBITDA benefits? Explain that, and I can have an answer depending on what you have in mind. Judson Cake said, I am using the Stride Pod instead of heart rate. Power is way better. So I do agree, and I think we will have a video on that during the Advent calendar. You can let me know now in the chat if you're interested in one about power for running. I'm training with power. Most of my coached athletes are training with power as well. I like it, I defend it, but I have nothing against training with heart rate or paces. There's nothing wrong with that. But I am training with a Stride Pod, as you can sometimes see on my videos or pictures on different social media. All right, let's launch the second Slido and unbox a first pair of shoe. If you're happy to see one, let me know if you wanna start the unboxings. I'm gonna launch the second Slido. Here you go. So you can just, I'm gonna check that it works here on my phone. Looks like it does. So this one is a bit different. You can just enter one word and we will have a nice cloud of words that will show up on your screen on the Slido. So again, slido.com, I will put it back here so you can see it for those of you who just joined. And the participant code is this. There you go. Yeah, I mean, August, I see it. So now it says that August is saying most innovative running company in 5 years. I think it will be Nike simply because of the resources that they have. They are putting a lot of work in R&D, and I think it will be Nike. I can be wrong. Some other companies are working really hard to catch up on Nike. You can go check the translation of the interview that I posted on my Instagram tonight. Very, very interesting interview where an ASICS sponsored runner is interviewed and explains how the Metaspeed Sky V2 compares to first version and compares to the Vaporfly. Super interesting. ASICS is working really hard. New Balance is working really hard. Adidas is working really hard. But I just don't see Nike being... I think it will be Nike. That's my answer. And looks like C-Chat Run agrees. Adidas and Nike seem to have done well with new products, but New Balance, Hoka, and Saucony, I need to learn how to pronounce Saucony. I think I'm saying it Saucony. Well, let me know how I'm supposed to pronounce it. I seem to be keeping it up too. I think that Skechers and Reebok are underdogs and often overlooked. That's true. I forgot about Saucony. My answer is Nike. And Puma too, yeah, true. I mean, lots of stuff going on, but again, it's a matter of resources on the long term. And Puma has some resources. So Adidas has some resources, but it's also a matter of how they allocate it. Let's see. This is a very good question, August. What's your opinion, August? Saucony. Okay. I'm not sure this is the way to pronounce it. If it is, Benny, I'm sorry, but maybe it's not. I'm not. I don't know. I'm confused here. All right, the Slido is going on, and I'm gonna grab a first pair of shoe here. There you go. That's the first box. I know what's inside. This one was sent to me by the company. I don't know if you can tell by the box what this is. Maybe you can. It's a niche shoe. Saucony. Okay, yeah. I saw that, Andy. I saw the writing saying Saucony, and I thought that's the way I should say it. I'm pretty sure I was saying it wrong, but that's also my, mispronunciations of English words. So first box, can you guess what this is? I sort of just unwrapped it from the plastic bag. I did not open it. It's here for 1 week, so it took me some patience. Ron Tommy, thanks for confirming. So it's Saucony. Yeah, that makes sense and sounds better than my previous pronunciation. Thank you to all of you. I don't know the white box. Are you familiar with it? Can you guess what this is? I can. What can I show you without spoiling the whole thing? I can show you this, which is some foreign language type of signs, and oh, there you have the name of the company. So I'm just gonna unbox the shoe, and there you go. Let's look at it. 3, 2, 1. Okay, the colorway is really exciting. Shoe unboxing number 1 for tonight. It's the, oh yeah, this goes all the way out. Let's put it here. It's the X-Step. Here again, pronunciation will be key. 160X V2. I'm gonna take one shoe out of the box and I'm gonna show it to you. There you go. There you go. So Benny guessed, wow, X step, that's nice. So take a closer look at the shoe here. I hope it doesn't look too bright. It's actually quite bright with the lights like this. But there you can see, it's really bright. I'm sorry for that. Wow. There you go. It has that nice X here on the outsole, looking a bit like the Hoka X shoes with that X on the outsole. So X Step, thank you for sending the shoe. I knew that they sent it, and I will be testing it and reviewing for all of you. Is it PIBA? Yes, it is. If I understood well, I need to check. This is like, you know, I'm sort of sorry, I hit the microphone. It's brighter than the sun. Yes, it is. I'm sorry for that. It looks better when I'm holding it a bit further away from the light here. X-Step 160X, it says here, and it's V2. Very, very pink colorway, looking like the Saucony, trying to say it more and more just to remember how to say it. Pink colorways for 2022. That heel here is really, you know, going out quite a bit. And oh, look at that. Look how flexible it is in the forefoot. Wow, that's some flexible shoe here. Oh, super. Oh, the torsion is really, really high. That's interesting. That's really interesting. The grip seems interesting. And stack height, I have no idea. The insert is already going out and it's quite heavy. So there you have the insert, very bright as well, very heavy, but it was going out. It's not glued in, so we'll have to figure if it stays in when I'm running in it. Okay, very interesting, and it does not go in very easily afterwards. There you have it. First shoe unboxed tonight, X-Step 160X V2. The flex is really really high. There's a carbon plate in it. Wow, that's some flex and some energy return. Boom, that's something. And the torsion is really high. Okay, I know why the insert was going out. It's because I was playing with the shoe like that. Okay, very interesting. It's PIBA. What's the weight? Let's weigh it. You're right. I have the scale right here, so let's do it. It's also the purposes of the live stream, having some fun. So this is my size. Let's check, by the way. But yeah, this is my size US 11. And let's see the weights. I'm putting it here on the scale. Ooh, that's interesting. Can you guess the weight in my size US 11? Just so you know, my let's say, okay, Vaporfly is 218 grams. Today's shoe, the here Takumi Sen 8 was 207 grams. Adios Pro 2 is 256 grams. What else? Primex is 288 grams. Don't break the plate. You're right. 305 grams, says Andy Wright. It's the weight is actually quite impressive. Okay, let's come back to the weight in a second. Let's close the Slido, the second Slido. So the second Slido was, how was your run today? And it created a nice cloud of answers. We had some people doing some easy run, fast runs, glutes activation. My run was yesterday. That's a great answer. Cool morning air. Lots of nice answers. Thanks for playing in the Slido. I'm closing this one now. Ooh, many answers for the weight. So we have 275 grams for amateur jogger, 238. That's really close. For 23 millimeters Brody, 195 for Orange Goblin. Yeah, so who was it? 23 millimeters Brody is spot on. It's 239 grams, and I'm gonna convert that here in ounces. That's 8.4 ounces for my US size 11 EU45. That's a very good weight. I mean, that's quite competitive. It's lighter than Adios Pro 2, lighter than what are super? It's lighter than RC Elite V2, if I'm not mistaken. that's a good weight, and I'm impressed by that flex here. Really, that's a lot of flex. All right, that was the first unboxing. Andy Wright is saying run today was awful, huge winds and pouring rain. Yeah, that's some stuff we need to deal with, and it also makes us stronger, and it's, the summer then will be even more enjoyable. But kudos on going out. So yeah, the weight, I'm actually quite impressed by the weight. I don't know what you think, but that's a good 238 grams in my US size 11 is a good weight. I'm looking forward to test this shoe. So yeah, let's launch the third Slido, which will connect to a quick topic here about the Takumi Sen 8. Launching it right now. So the third Slido question, again, you have the link to the Slido in the chat, and the participant code is: what was your go-to 5K, 10K racing shoe this far? You have several options and you can choose one of them. I'm really curious because I think this will be a 5K, 10K option here for sure. So I'm curious to know, what was your 5K, 10K racing shoe this far? You can play in the Slido and we will have the answers showing up. I don't know, is the Slido a good idea? Because maybe people want to answer here in the chat and not play in another app. I don't know, I just wanted to try something different. It's also the purpose of a live stream and the advent calendar, trying different stuff. So yeah, and the answers are very interesting in the Slido. Thanks a lot for playing there. That's really some interesting answers. All right, we have another unboxing, and the exciting thing is that there's no secret, but the box is from Nike. I didn't order anything from Nike, and Nike doesn't send any samples, so I believe this comes from, the address says actually Nike, but sometimes a company can, so a retailer can ask a company to send the shoe to someone, like Top for Running, our EU partner. You can always use the discount code if you're in the EU, and thanks for doing that. It really helps the channel. I'm saying that times and times again, but it's true. Sometimes a retailer can ask a company like Nike to send you a pair of shoes. They didn't give me a heads up, which they always do. Maybe they just forgot. Nike certainly didn't send me a sample because I'm way too small, and Nike doesn't send samples. But I'm really curious what's in there. So we shall find out in a second. I'm putting here, I already have the Next Nature Random Lewis, so it's not the Next Nature, but I'm curious. We shall figure. Let's take a look at the Slido. Many answers, thank you very much. So the question was in the Slido. Let me drink a bit here. The question was in the Slido, what was your go-to 5K, 10K racing shoe this far? And so very interesting. I put Vaporfly at the top because this was my 5K, 10K racing shoe this far. And no one answered Vaporfly. So this is quite intriguing. Some answers for Adios Pro, Metaspeed, many answers for Endorphin Speed or Pro and non-plated shoes. And some answers for other, so none of the above. Very interesting. Okay. So what do we have in the chat before opening the Nike very intriguing box? I have some ideas, but my dream would be that it's the Streakfly, but it cannot be the Streakfly. Let's see. I don't think it is. It's just, my child dreaming, or I don't know how you say it, but yeah. Schlossstadt Lauferin says, got my Nova Blast 2, but have to wait to run in them until Christmas Eve. Indeed, I heard that it's your Christmas gift, so this will be a big thing going on around Christmas with the Nova Blast 2. Looking forward to your thoughts. Some questions around snowshoes. Oh, and I have also some, I can make YouTube polls. Okay. Yeah, I think I see the option, but I never tried it before. Thank you, Randon. I will do that. So maybe the Slido isn't the best idea. Yeah, I wanted to try something different. So maybe next time we'll do the in chat polls. Oh, that would be amazing. Judson Cake, Pegasus Turbo, that would be amazing. But this is even less likely than the Streak Flight. Streak Flight isn't likely at all. Pegasus Turbo 3 isn't likely at all because it will come out next fall, end of 2022. So now receiving it would be completely impossible. Pegasus 38 Shields, possible. Again, I have no clue, but you know what? Maybe let's start opening the box and we will find all together. So I will do the very satisfying moment of pulling the tab on Nike boxes, which is always quite fun. Pegasus 39. Oh, that's, you know what? That's possible. I have no idea when it will release. See Chad Run, but that's possible. Zoomfly 4. Maybe, although if it comes from Top 4 Running, I sort of told them that Zoomfly 4 wasn't really a shoe that I was excited about. But yeah, maybe, who knows. Let's see, let's open the box, putting the tab. Justin Cake, you'd love it. Yes, I would, definitely would. Pegasus Trail 3 Gore-Tex, that's an option as well. Okay, I saw the tag on the box. So I think I know what it is, but let's pull out the box out of the other box. Here I have the orange. So maybe by my head you can tell I'm a bit disappointed. I'm not disappointed. I mean, it's really cool to get a pair of shoes, but compared to my expectations of maybe it's the Streak Fly or Judson Cake's suggestion that it may be the Pegasus Turbo 3. It's not. Let's play the drums, says Michael R. Thank you for playing the drums. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Opening the box. And I mean, I think this colorway hasn't released. Or I missed it? I don't know. Can you see the colorway and can you see the shoe it is? That colorway is super sexy though. I mean, I thought it released in Japan or in the US or both, but not in the EU. But there you go. So this is the 2022 Ekiden colorway, and the model is, it's not the Zoom Rival 3, it's the Peg 38 in the Ekiden colorway. So I will check with Top 4 Running if it's coming from them. It's not coming from Nike, that I'm 99% sure. But I need to check who actually sent it. I believe it's Top 4 Running. If it's you and if you're watching, thanks a lot. There you have it. It doesn't look as bright as the X-Step shoe, which is good because the other one was really bright. The colorway is quite nice, and I haven't ran in the 38, so this is quite good, especially with the 39 coming out. It will be a good comparison point. So I like the Ekiden colorway. I mean, it's looking good. Yeah, sweet yellow, and thanks Michael for the drum rolls. That's really cool. Let's and that's quite funny. The outsole is like double color, black and brown. Let's play a bit with the shoe. Let's remove that. I think actually I haven't run in the Pegasus thing since 36. I think, yeah. Yeah, it has changed quite a bit. The thing is, I'm sorry, I hit the microphone. I'm a bit biased because I saw some reviews, obviously, of the 38. But it's great. I mean, I'm very happy to review it, and let me know which shoe should I start with. The Peg 38 Ekiden colorway, very good looking shoe, or the pink, very good looking shoe, X-Step 160X V2. Wow, this one really puts some brightness on the screen when I show it. That's a very bright shoe. Let me know which one should I begin with. I'm very curious. I'm really sorry because I know I will pronounce your name wrong, but Jaume, I don't know how to say it. I'm really sorry. Thanks for tuning in. And he says, with the React, the Pegasus has lost a lot. We shall find out. Let's see how it. Oh, and look at the insole. That's some cool, that's some cool insole here saying Ekiden. This is the Ekiden 2022 colorway from Nike, and so the insole insert is saying it as well. That's really cool. So everyone is for the pink shoe first. Let's do the pink shoe first. I don't know when, because as I mentioned at the beginning of the live stream, I tested positive for COVID, which sort of, changed a bit the plans for the advent calendar, because I was supposed to go to the French Alps for an on-running event, which I cannot attend because of that. And now I'm supposed to stay home for a few days, so there won't be... I need to rearrange a bit the schedule, but definitely the pink shoe will be tested first. Thanks a lot for suggesting the pink shoe first. Yeah, I think I'm also more excited about the pink shoe compared to the Peg 38, which I'm excited about as well, but this will more be a reference point for further reviews, maybe a standalone review as well. But I think it's a decent reference point for people to have here on the channel. So yeah, and the pink shoe, especially now with all that flex action and the weight, I think that's quite interesting. Thanks a lot for the comments. Don't worry, I'm fine. I have a bit of a headache, and but nothing too bad. I'm just disappointed about the on-running event that I was supposed to attend, and I cannot attend it. Yeah. Brandon Lewis, can you put them on now for your step-in impression? Let's do it. I never did it, but let's do it. I'm not sure how it will work with the microphone. I will just put one shoe, not the two, because the other one has all the tags on it. But let's do it. So I have it here. I'm putting it on right here on my feet. And let's see. I have it on here. First impression. All right, I'm still here. Okay, that seems to be... That's interesting. I mean, at least the fit with a regular sock, I have a regular sock here, is... The fit is good, and I think it will be very good with a running sock. The fit is very good, at least now, first impression, fit is very good. The midsole is actually quite soft, and I mean, it's very difficult just putting it like here, but midsole is on the soft side. You can already feel the flex just stepping in it and doing some movements with the feet, with the foot, just one of them. And there is some decent room in the forefoot. That's what I can say for now. The heel cup, the heel lockdown, I haven't laced the shoe, but the heel is really good. Yeah, I mean, the heel is really good. That's what I can say. But the insole is moving in the shoe, which is not a good sign. Maybe I will have to switch or glue it in, but it's moving. So there you have it. Took it off. Here it is. X-Step 160X V2. I'm looking forward to running in the shoe. That will be cool. So yeah. If you have any questions, fire away in the chat. Happy to answer them. And otherwise, I'm destroying my my desk, moving around. As I said, I was expecting another box, which was confirmed and had 3 pairs of shoes in it, some exciting shoes. It did not arrive. It didn't make it. So we will have to do maybe another live stream next week if you're happy for that. But yeah, only 2 unboxings now. I had more in mind and I was hoping for more, but yeah, this is how it is. Can you feel the plate? just walking in the shoe, even not walking, but stepping in the shoe, no. What was the on event that I mentioned? Basically, was an on event for the press, I believe, or for retailers. I'm not sure. In the French Alps next week. So yeah, that's it. And I think, based on what I understood, we would there would be some testing of upcoming models of on running shoes and some gear testing. It was exciting. They planned a nice run in the evening. They told us to bring some headlamps, and it would be a nice run in the French Alps in the winter. It would have been cool, I think. So I'm a bit disappointed that I cannot attend, but that's how it is. See Chad Ron, thanks for sharing this with us. Great to see, and thanks for the shout out. Go check See Chad Ron channel. Looking forward to next time. So do I. Thank you very much for tuning in. Michael R says, I'm so lost in running shoes, completely addicted. I sort of understand. It's great. We have a fantastic passion. Endurance sports. I'm also cycling a lot. I'm a duathlete, and there's not only running shoes, but sports in general, just exercising, being fit, being happy, sharing that with others. That's great. If it's an addiction, that's the best addiction we can have, I think. What about the PEG 38? I'm not gonna step in it, I think, right now, Randon, but I will report as soon as I will run in it. I will report to all of you. Be sure of that. All right, let me drink a bit. If you have some questions, send them, and otherwise we'll wrap up and meet next week for another live stream. Oh yeah, I have to come back to a question, Schlossstadtlauferin. What about the Adistar? It was in the other package. So I would have unboxed it tonight with all of you, and yeah, no unboxing of the Adistar. Sorry for that. If you want me to unbox the Adistar next week when it arrives, I will do so. But that's how it is. Randon Lewis, how often do you live stream? I have no specific schedule of live stream, but let's say once a week. I think that's reasonable, because otherwise I don't have a ton of new stuff to share with all of you for now, at least. So more would be too much, and I think it's also nice just to catch up and chat a bit, take your questions. Yeah. Michael R, I am a runner, started with swimming a few months ago, by the way. Good job, congrats. If you started as an adult onset swimmer, as we say, it's tough at the beginning, but it will get better fairly quickly. So keep it up and just enjoy the swimming. That's really cool. Favorite non-running shoe? That's a very good question. I have mostly running shoes, as you can imagine. I like some, I'm not wearing very often suits, but I do wear them sometimes. Now, especially with teleworking, I wear them less and less. But I like some very nice handcrafted, or let's say more handcrafted than running shoes, shoes for suits, or suits shoes. Leather, traditional stuff, but I kind of like that. It's not as comfortable, but it's interesting, and the manufacturing process behind it takes some nice craftsmanship. So I like that. Yeah. I also wear some sneakers, to be very honest. But yeah. And Life Force, I'm sorry, but I'm not really gonna answer in depth that question. What were your thoughts on the Sen 8? So the Takumi Sen 8 right here, against your shoe of the year, which is at least one of them, the Puma Deviate Elite, that is right there. I will do, to be honest, some comparisons, a video dedicated to 5K, 10K shoes, and there will be the Deviate Elite there. I'm just gonna say that for my gait cycle and running style, the Deviate Elite is not exactly is not perfect for my gait cycle and running style. But I love it, which is awkward, and that's how it is. I'm not really a cadence runner. I believe the Deviate Elite works better for cadence runner. I think this shoe is fairly similar to the Deviate Elite on many aspects and works better for me. That's, you know, just my very quick assessment here, but that's how it. Let's see in the dedicated video how they compare with the metrics, with the data. I'm very interested to see as well, because your subjective feelings can be completely different looking at the data, and we shall see. But that's my answer, Life Force. Thank you very much to all of you for joining tonight. Let's wrap this up. Thank you for sharing in the chat. Thank you for playing in the Slido. Thanks, that was really cool. I enjoyed it. Thanks for all the nice comments. For now, I just have very mild symptoms and a bad headache. You can maybe hear it, but I speak a bit with my nose, speaking a bit funny. Nothing too bad. It will take a bit of time, but that's how it is. And no on-running event, but I will figure some nice videos to replace that in the advent calendar for sure. Thank you very much for joining tonight, and let's do another one next week with more shoes to unbox. Bye-bye.